some back child support. I don't know how this nigga been dodging me for 17 years on motherfucking child support though. If you gonna go to jail, fuck for drugs, you need to go from not paying me my motherfucking money for 17 motherfucking years.
Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. This video was interesting because it's a woman giving her story time on why she hates her baby's father. Now, this story is based on her past. Apparently, her baby's father and her had a relationship 17 years ago, and he left her, or she left him, one of the two. But either way, he did not participate in the child's life. And so she's got the very stereotypical characteristics of a very bitter baby mama. The reason I wanted to point this out is not to shame her or to disgrace any woman who may be like her, but just to kind of point out, like, look, these are the behaviors that you don't need to have if you're trying to co-parent, because you will do the one thing that she did, which is probably run the baby's father away. Now, granted, he could have ran away just because he wasn't ready, wasn't trying to be with her or something like that. But at the end of the day, he stayed away and didn't participate in the child's life, and I have a small inkling as to why.
Things was cool up until I got pregnant. Like, I dated him for like, I think 2 years. And then I went off to college. And my brother never let any boy come over to our house ever. When I was going off to college, he happened to let my baby father stay the night. And when he stayed the night, I got pregnant. Now, I've been sexing this man for 2 years, no problem. When I leave off to college, though, I want to get knocked up. So I found out I'm pregnant in college. I didn't want to be there because I'm like, I'm not going to be pregnant in school. Kills the fun. I can't fuck around. I can't meet nobody. I'm finna be walking around with this big ass belly. I don't want to raise no kids in school. I'm dropping out. I'm going back home. I moved in with my baby father, because that's where I wanted to be. I went back to school, but I didn't go to a 4-year college. I was still going to trade schools after that, and I was still going for like medical assistant and whatever. I met him, and that was a big mistake. And black men have this horrible rap of being terrible fathers in the first place, and then you have one out here who is the epitome of a terrible father. It's not just my son. He has another son who just graduated from high school this year and went to the army. Do Kenny even know that? I don't even know. Me and the other baby mother have a relationship, which our sons have a relationship. Our sons met each other over the summer in 2019 when my son went to St. Louis to spend the summer with his uncle. We met up and made sure our sons met each other, because they're two brothers walking this earth, and they didn't even know each other existed. And they don't even know who their own fucking father is.
Now, that is truly disgusting. Now, sir, whoever her child's father is, you have 2 children that you have not been in either one of their lives. Maybe both of the baby mamas they both exhibit toxic behavior and you've ran away from that situation. But either way, you have 2 children that you have not participated in, and that's disgusting. He's not going to get away scathe-free from me thinking that he's a crappy person. It's just one of those things where you have 2 sons and you're not helping with either one, and they're growing up and going doing different things, and you had no participation in that. That's not right. That's not what's up. But at the same time, if he didn't want either one of those kids, it's kind of understandable. Like, if I didn't want kids and somebody made me a parent, I'd be pissed off too. But at the same time, there are precautions that you should take as a young man to make sure it doesn't happen. Like, number one, not messing with like chicks that don't know anything about birth control. If you're ignorant enough to be sexing without birth control, that's on you at the end of the day. So, neither one of them get any accolades from me, and both of them are wrong in this situation.
That's pathetic. It's sad. So by the time I moved out here, Keyshawn May was like 8 months old. And kudos to my husband. Hey, boo. But kudos to my husband. He made Keyshawn at 8 months old and been raising Keyshawn since 8 months old. I had no real intentions ever of telling Keyshawn, no, Maurice is not your daddy. But Keyshawn had his own questions, which made me have to tell Keyshawn, okay, you're right, Maurice isn't your daddy. You have your own daddy. Well, where's my daddy? Do you know how awful that kind of conversation is when you have to have that with your son? I don't know where your father is. Your father really, I don't even know if he really even want to have a relationship with you. He never tried to reach out to you. He don't try to get to know you. He's had plenty of opportunity over 17 years to build some kind of relationship with you and have not. You have some explaining to do. Where you been for 17 years? And it's not like that I didn't have to give you open opportunity and reign to get to know your fucking son. And after all these fucking years, every now and then, I'll find somebody who knows where he is. And most of the time they say, oh, he's in jail. He's in prison. He's in prison. He's in prison. He's in prison for what this time? Same old bullshit. He's selling drugs. He's selling drugs. He went to prison because he's selling drugs. You still fucking going to jail for selling drugs? You ain't got a career by now. I guess your career is going to jail, huh? Because you ain't doing shit else. Obviously you like it. He probably fucking dumb ass, probably getting dicked in the booty every time he fucking going there with his pretty ass. He ain't doing shit else. He spent damn near 20 years in fucking prison. What else he got going on? What made me do this video is because he hit me up. He had found me recently off of LinkedIn and sent me an email. It was like, this Kenny, I'm trying to find you, because previously I was reaching out to his family members. I'm trying to find out where this man is. So when he hit me up on LinkedIn, I'm assuming, I'm like, I guess he's in prison still and he's got a cell phone or some crap like that. He told me to hit him up on the email. So when I hit him up on the email, he texts me and say, I'm in a shower, I'm gonna call you back. Didn't hear from him. I totally forgot all about it. I'm on Facebook. I just typed in his name because I knew I was gonna do a video about him. Here his new, there's the pictures I showed you previously. That was his new Facebook profile, right? The girl in the picture, she's irrelevant. I don't even know who she is, nor do I give a damn. This is about Kenny punk ass. Okay, so he's making himself known. Obviously, he's not in prison no more because he looked like he riding up in a car. He in a car, so obviously he ain't in prison. So, he had erased the number that was in my phone and the email attached to anything that had his name on it. So it was that number that's in his info box on his Facebook. I used that number to kind of reach out back out to him again. And I sent a video. I sent a picture of Keyshawn. And I was like, you know your son's birthday is next week. You know your son's birthday is on January 25th, right? I'm like, so you reaching out to me now. I'm not exactly sure why. If you have no real intention on being in his life.
All right, I'm going to stop her. So he finally reaches out to you after 17 years, and then you respond with,
I don't know why you're reaching out to me. Did you know your son's birthday was on the 25th?
And it's just like, okay, I understand the frustration and the anger that you may have for him just leaving you or whatever the case may have been and letting you raise this boy on your own. But if he's here now and you really wanted your son to give him a chance to know him, then why are you shutting him out? Why are you being rude? Why are you being disrespectful? And it still sounds like after 17 years, you have a ton of anger for this man. Like, she's cussing every other word. F this, F that. If you wanted to be in your effing son's life, then you should have effing called me. And I mean, she's just going in. Especially if you've moved on, you've had a husband that's been helping you since your son has been 8 months old. You should have been gotten over this. Probably popped off at him and said some very, mean stuff, which, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone can understand your anger. It's just like one of those things where, what do you expect at this point? If he doesn't know you anymore, he doesn't know your son at all, and when he does actually reach out to you, you're providing him nothing but anger, what would your next move be? I mean, really, what would you expect the person to do if you're shutting them out as they're finally trying to reach back in? I don't know. Let's hear what else she's got.
Like, don't interrupt it. Because my son is prospering. He had 1 year left to graduate before he go to college or whatever it is my son decided to do with his life. And you have nothing to do with that. My son's sweet, respectful, honest kid. I don't have too much trouble with my son. No children. Ain't out here hoeing around. Ain't out here doing nothing dangerous. I raised a good ass son. I did that. Me.
Oh, wow. So you see how she took all the credit. I did that. Me. You just said that you had a stepdad come in and help you raise your son from 8 months, and you weren't even going to tell your son that he had a different dad. That's how much he had stepped in. It's like, okay, completely just forget about your husband. He's been playing stepdad role for all this time. Completely forget about the fact that he's been there for you in all these years, and you're still carrying hurt from a dude from 17 years ago. It sounds like you're not over him. Like, to be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't have pent-up anger for my baby dad. I don't have pent-up anger for my baby daddy at all anymore. And it's only been a year and a half since we've broken up. Like, literally. I don't even, like, care about that stuff anymore. It is what it is because I've moved on. I'm happy. My life is going great. Like, why would I hold on to the past anger and stuff? Like, why would I hold on to negative emotion? It doesn't do me any justice. And it's certainly not going to help me co-parent.
And where have you been for 17 years? Nowhere. And it's not like I don't have an open invitation for the nigga to fucking get to know his fucking seed. He can still call me today and say, I want to talk to Keyshawn. We'll talk to him then. This bitch decides to not even initiate anything with his kid. Who does that? What kind of person walks this fucking planet raising other fucking kids because you fucking a bitch, but you won't fucking raise your own? You won't even try to raise your own. A present, a Christmas gift, some back child support. I don't know how this nigga been dodging me for 17 years on my fucking child support though. Period. I've been trying to find this nigga to lock his ass up for child support for motherfucking years. If you gonna go to jail, fuck for drugs, you need to go from not paying me my motherfucking money for 17 motherfucking years. Motherfucker. Applaud the motherfucking mothers of your fucking kids who fucking raised your motherfucking kids without your motherfucking help for 17, 18 years without you chipping in not once, you bum ass bitch.
Wow, that last part was a lot. I mean, she let us know a lot. First of all, you do probably still have feelings for him. Like, you're jealous of the fact that he's helping another baby mama. One. So that leads me to believe that you still have feelings after 17 years, which is kind of awkward and weird. Number two, not only are you a jealous, bitter baby mama, but it also sounds like you make it very hard for him. Like, if you're online with no provocation, just venting, and you're like, F this, F that, mother F this, he's a B word, and all this other very unladylike behavior and language, what are your general conversations with him like, I wonder? They're probably off the wall. And if I was him, I probably would avoid her ass too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. I would not want to be tied to somebody that's that daggone toxic. To every time you talk to them, they're like that pissed off, they're that angry, and they won't even give you a chance to redeem yourself. He's gonna have to wait till his son is grown and out of his mother's house before he can even try to pursue a relationship. You can tell that already. Well, you guys definitely let me know if you have a story like this one, or if you know a bitter baby mama, and maybe some of the situations that have helped you as far as dealing with that. Leave it in the comment section. I appreciate you, and we will see you next time.